I did want to ask you too about the state of comedy right now because you're a comedian.
Yeah.
How do you think it's changed compared to, at least in the last 5 years? You hear Dave Chappelle talking about how people are more sensitive today than ever before. Does that affect your comedy, being on stage, and what you can joke about?
It doesn't affect me personally, but I know what it is. I know what the animal is. Being someone who's been doing this a long time, everything is very PC right now. But I think we have to be very careful in how we move forward with this whole you can't say what you want to say thing because then it's gonna end up focusing on specifics. Suppose a big name comedian wants to host SNL, but his stand-up is different. His stand-up is very opinionated. What do? You say no, or do you still put him on the air and let him be the host? How do you gauge who gets to do that? If it's a nobody, I don't say nobody. Excuse me. If it's someone who's not as known as myself or as all these big comedians, well, you're a new comic and you say the wrong thing on stage, are you going to be chastised for it? It depends what club that you're in. Are you going to start chastising people who are laughing at it? In that case, you might as well go after everybody. You got to be very careful in how we move forward with what's acceptable as far as humor. Because that means if the camera's on a comedian on stage and he's saying something crazy, and you spin the camera around and you see somebody laughing, is he gonna lose his job for laughing at that? We gotta be very careful what we're building as far as this what we're allowed to say. We gotta be very careful because it's gonna start to steamroll and it's gonna be like a wildfire if they turn the camera around and see who's laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you lose your job, you laugh at that?
No,
we gotta be very careful what we're setting. People pay a lot of money to sit in the audience. What happens? Do they get in trouble for paying money to go see that guy who they know is going to say something crazy? What happens? We got to be very careful.
The line?
Yeah, we got to be very careful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it doesn't affect me because I'm pretty even as far as what I write about. But I understand the animal. Anybody who feels like they are part of the Boys and Girls Club, their contributions help, not just for my location, but let's just say you got one in your city, in your town. Or maybe your town needs a Boys and Girls Club, not just an aged, outdated one like mine is, but this is also an opportunity for you to do something incredible. Kids seem to don't have enough to do right now, and that gets them in trouble. That gets them going in the wrong direction and wasted years. You waste your youth. You'd be surprised how fast time goes when you're doing nothing. Coming to the Boys and Girls Club, you're building relationships with young people who have like minds like you, and you get a chance to, these are going to be your co-workers. These are going to be people who possibly could work together with you to do amazing projects together. So it's not just, building a club, it's building relationships and building something amazing.